Hello and welcome everyone. How are we doing? This is your host, Red Thunderwolf. Yeah, I know the last couple of weeks I've not been streaming. Had some stuff unfortunately happen, including moving. But good news, I'm back. And I'm planning on giving some more great content and working on putting together a more encompassing schedule. Yep. As I mentioned in a previous stream, Tuesday nights are now the nights in which I do my Skyrim live stream. Wednesday nights are when the bite-sized segments of each stream are re-uploaded. And, yeah, like I said, I've got more plans for more streams that I'm working on. Yep. Also, big announcement, as I'm going to show you. We are, starting the 16th to the 24th of this month, we're participating in a fun little event, otherwise known as the 30 Hours of Gaming Challenge, created by the Stop Soldier Suicide. Yep, help fight the military suicide. Yep. If you wish to go and donate, please go and either go through my Facebook or go to their official Facebook page and donate. I don't care which way you go about it, just seriously, give these guys who've given up chunks of their lives, if not all their stability of their life, for the service. And once again, before we even get started on our stream tonight, our stream is sponsored by W Energy. That nice little energy powder that can last you 30 days if you do one serving a day. And unlike Monster, where it's just one can and done, you got several servings worth in each order. Yep. And believe me, it's some good stuff. Yep. If you use my special code RedThunderFang, you'll get a 10% off discount of your order. Now, without further ado, let's jump into our stream. Last time we just finished rescuing Rigmor and thwarting the plans of Melikath, who wanted to invade into Tamriel and go back into his original form, Trinimac. And now we continue. After riding through much of the night, he'd finally come into the fields in which the homestead farm resided. He was looking forward to seeing how Rigmor was faring after returning to the farm. Nice little player home this location gives, I will say that. Sagoon.
Yes?
Is Rigmor okay?
She's asleep. Sorella is with her. She doesn't remember a thing, Dragonborn. I think we had better talk.
Sounds like a good idea.
What is it?
Has she spoken about what happened?
When Cassius and Ingle brought her here, she was still out. We put her to bed, but she awoke in panic. She didn't know what was going on. We asked her about what happened, but she doesn't remember.
Have Ingle and Cassius already gone?
Yes.
Ingol and Cassius said they will visit soon, and to keep us informed if something should happen. What happened out there, Dragonborn?
Okay, I did not tell myself to get up. I told myself to talk to Barandar. Such fun, these controls.
Tidings.
I destroyed the portal gate and rescued Rigmor, like I said I would.
Did you discover who this entity was?
The entity was Melikath, hoping to be reborn as Trinimac.
By the gods. How did you manage to thwart him?
I destroyed the sigil stone with Azura's Bane, like I was instructed to.
They could make another portal. The new order must be defeated on ground here. I will travel to Cyrodiil and make preparations. Inform my contacts. Meanwhile, Rigmor needs to recover.
This rate, I'll just have to sell the old place.
Angie, we must stay together. The new order are still a force to be reckoned with.
Gah!
Yes?
Sigun, you said she doesn't remember a thing. Could that just be exhaustion?
It's too early to tell. Once she has had a good rest, we can talk to her.
Talk about what? Is everyone talking about me behind my back?
Rigmor! No, we just thought...
We? Who's we?
Rigmor, the Guardian.
Guardian? I don't see no Guardian.
He stood up and marched over towards her. Okay, listen here. Rigmor, you have no idea what I went through to bring you home.
Bring me home? This isn't my home. It's just a part of the nightmare. So get out of my face! Ugh. I don't even know you.
Dragonborn, I'm sorry. Why don't you rest a while? You must be exhausted.
Indeed. After all I've been through, I could use a rest. Good night, all. He then descended into a lower level, finding a nice sleeping bag which he could use for rest. He set his gear down, and then we have a connection problem. There we go. He set his gear down and prepared to rest for the night. After going through hell and back, he could use a rest. He stood up after having a good long night of sleep. Stretching his body as he tried to loosen up his muscles. Yeah, you always feel stiff after a good long night of sleep. He walked into the main dining area and saw Sigun and Barandar were sitting there already. Good morning, everyone.
What is it?
How is she? Has she calmed down at all?
Yes, I think so. She's sitting on the porch. Go and speak to her.
Agreed. Be a good idea. Good morning, Rigmor. How's it going?
Hi.
Feeling any better today?
Yeah, I think so. I'm sorry about, you know.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Mom says you came for me. That you were my guardian.
You're safe now. That's all that matters.
Will they come for me again?
Not if they know it's good for them.
What did they want with me?
Let's just say you're very special, Rigmor.
Guardian, I keep having this dream.
Is it recurring?
Mm-hmm. There's a little girl. I can hear her crying. She's all alone, in the dark. I can't see her, so I follow the sound of her sobbing. I find her. She has her back to me. And I approach, and she wants me to hold her hand. I take it, and then she leads me to a battlefield. The sky is black and rain is pouring down. There's a terrible storm, and she keeps pulling me forward. I don't want to follow her. I'm scared. And I let go of her hand and wake up every time.
Do you recognize her at all?
No, she wants to show me something. But I let go every time because I'm afraid.
Rigmor, you've been through a lot.
But I am having trouble remembering things. Everything is vague. I can't even remember my past. Before, when I was a little girl, all that is gone.
Have you spoken to your mother or Barin about this? And another connection problem. Ugh, brand new internet. So delightful. Have you spoken to your mother or Barin about this?
I am finding it hard to connect with them. No matter how much I know I love them in my heart, I feel something is wrong. And I feel guilty, but I don't know why. All we have to connect us is this uncertainty. I don't know.
How do you feel about me?
Comfortable. Protected. Safe, I guess. Right now, I think I need that. Guardian.
You used to call me Dragonborn. Remember?
I'm sorry. I guess I am about to rediscover a lot of things, right? I think I'll go take a walk. Try to clear my head.
You go ahead and do that. As you noticed, it has been long enough for her hair to grow out. He sat there for a minute, watching her just simply relax and walk through the grass. It made him happy that she was at more looking like she was at more peace, like she was up at that one camp.
Dragonborn, did she say anything? Is her memory coming back?
She does know who we are, doesn't she?
Some say that to move forward, you sometimes have to go back. Sometimes to remember who we are, we need to start from the beginning.
Yes?
Yes, she knows you are her mom. She also knows she loves you both dearly.
So it must be just a temporary thing, like Baren says. Maybe she needs to jog her memory.
She's very traumatized. It's clearly going to take time.
What about you, Dragonborn? Does she remember who you are?
Vaguely. Everything's confusing, and she's reluctant to go back.
It hasn't been easy for her. Thank the gods she's at least alive and well.
Why don't you take Rigmor and revisit some places you have been? She would probably recognize. It could help with her recovery. Tidings.
That might work, Baren. She also wanted to visit the College of Winterhold.
Excellent idea. By the way, your wanted status is revoked by the Empire. You'll both be free to proceed how you wish. Take care, Dragonborn.
Savior be praised. Means those Thalmor will be, and bounty hunters won't be chasing after us as much.
What is it?
I'll take good care of her, Sigun. Don't you worry.
Why don't you take her this hunting clothing for the journey? Also, give her this sword, if she will take it.
Good idea. I'll see how she feels about traveling.
We'll be here waiting.
He then proceeded downstairs to grab his gear. Alright, now that all that's together. I shall return all. He then proceeded to head over to tell Rigmor of the idea. You know, truthfully, I wouldn't mind having a farm like this. A little small for what would be needed, but Still be pretty cool. Oh, look at that lake. That river right there. Be nice for a swim.
Hey, Guardian. You checking up on me already?
You could say that. May I join you? I hope I'm not imposing.
Uh-huh. I love it here. By the lake. It fills me with a wonderful sense of freedom. We've been here before, haven't we? You and I. Together, I mean.
Yes. Yes, we have. A little further up, near Riften.
I wish I could remember what's been going on. It's kind of really weird. It's like Angie and Sorella. I feel like I've known them all my life, but I just don't recall any of the moments. Like a book with nothing on the pages.
Barin says revisiting places you've been to could help. Enjoyed?
Hey, I would like that.
We could visit the College of Winterhold, too. You said you wanted to go there at least once.
Can we take the horses?
Sounds like a great idea, Rigmor.
I wanted to ride one earlier, but Angie wouldn't allow it. Said it was too dangerous on my own and I wasn't dressed right.
Here, take this hunting gear. We'll head out right away.
Okay. How do I look?
You look great. Here, take this sword.
I can't.
It's for your own protection, Rigmor. You'll need it.
No. No. I'm sorry. I'm just not ready for that. Please.
Hey, it's okay. Little steps. I'll look out for you.
Guardian. You know when I said I felt like I knew everyone all my life, but just don't recall any of the moments? Well, it's the same with you. That other time I said I didn't know you. I don't know why I said that. I was just angry at myself, I guess.
It's okay. You don't need to explain yourself to me.
I feel safe with you. I want to remember. I do. Really. So, you just do what you gotta do. And I'll follow, okay?
Well, there's a camp not far from here. You picked flowers there once, actually.
Really? That's so cute. Let's go.
Let me lead the way, then. With a smile to match her enthusiasm, he mounted his horse and began to show her the way. You know, Rigmor? I think you're missing your horse. Let's see if she'll get the idea in a second. And there we go. She's getting the idea. This way. And don't worry about the bears. They like you. Alright, give it a little fast travel to speed it up. Yeah, we've been having some warm weather up here in my hometown. Been liking it. Made the move a little significantly easier. Even though it's still hard. And of course we got this. Rigmor, where's your horse?
I'm sorry. Victory is yours.
And there's that troll. And stay down. Savior, have mercy on you, troll. I'll go and get on your horse, Rigmor. As they rode through the rift, they came up upon the campsite in which they'd gone and let Rigmor pick flowers for a little bit. Up here, Rigmor.
Hey, I remember this place.
Well, that's a good sign. Oof. Don't shove me, girl.
Oh my, it's all still here.
He followed her in order to check up on what else she remembered from this spot. That's quite a view, huh?
This is the last place we came before it all went wrong, isn't it? You gave me a dress to wear, and you let me pick flowers. I kept them, and when you got hurt, I left you a trail in case you came for me. Did you see them?
Yes, but it was already too late. You were already days gone.
He tricked us, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he is still alive.
We saved that little girl back at the farmhouse, didn't we?
Yes. Yes, we did.
Wait. There's something else. Were we,
What? Together?
Yeah, together.
Not really, but...
But you tried to kiss me. I remember now. Oh, Guardian, I'm sorry.
Forget it. I took a chance, and I blew it.
Hell yeah.
Why don't we sit by the fire? We can talk more there.
You go ahead. I just want to take this scene in a moment longer.
You got it. He walked back over feeling quite a bit of embarrassment off being reminded of his little oopsie he did. He set his backpack down alongside the chair and enjoyed the warmth of the fire as he watched Rigmor. Now you see, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I chose him being like, kiss me, when she was done singing in a previous stream. Ugh. Follows the canon of this mod. Especially if you do the romance path. Do you remember? You sang me a song here.
Yeah, right. In your dreams.
It's true. Right just there, by the fire.
Did you like it?
It was a special moment, Rigmor. Truly.
You're kidding, right?
No. Honestly. I wouldn't lie to you.
And I told you my name. And that I had to change it because of my mom. Because they killed my dad, Guardian. I don't know if I want to remember.
It's okay. Don't be afraid of who you are. There's so much to tell.
How much about me do you know?
I know you are a fine warrior, and that your father would have been proud of you.
I don't know about that, Guardian. I know there's a part of me that fits your description of a warrior, but it seems so long ago that I was ever that. I can't envision it right now. Don't even want to.
You might have to be that person again. Much sooner than you think.
Can we change the subject? What else? What else do you know of me?
I know you can be a stubborn pain in the ass. See? You're doing good. Don't hold back.
Mom, Dad, Cyrodiil. I wonder if I'll ever be able to go home. I think it's all coming together. For good or worse. I guess I'll have to face it as it comes back. I know there are some things that I would rather not remember. And some things about me I would rather forget, for which I carry the scars. Some things I have done I am not proud of, but at least I don't feel angry anymore. I just feel so tired.
What was that tune you were humming there?
Oh, just something I picked up some time ago.
Can you sing it?
Sing it? No, I don't know.
Go on. It might help.
I used to sing a long time ago. So I might be a bit rusty, so bear with me. Come sail away with me out of the darkness and into the light. Come sail away with me on a river of tears I've cried. into the promised land. We can begin again. Lift up our hearts and build a new society. Come sail away with me out of the darkness and into the light. Come sail away with me on a river of tears I've cried, and we'll have no fear of their swords and spears. Together we'll stand proud and tall, or together we will die and fall. The true price of freedom. The true price of freedom.
That was amazing. Did you write that?
It was a song I learned in Valenwood, from an old Red Guard. He'd been there since, I don't know, like forever.
What was his name?
I'm sorry.
You don't have to face this alone.
Thank you, Guardian.
Why don't you rest a while? I'll watch over you.
Yes, I will. Just for a little while.
He smiled as he watched her go and lay down inside the tent. He figured it'd be a good idea to let her rest the night. And there's a particular reason why I'm doing this. Wait. You'll see it when we get to our next destination. He woke up in the chair the next morning. And he went and stood up, stretching. Sitting in a chair and sleeping through the night really stiffens you up. Trust me, I know it. He walked over to the tent and shook Rigmor's foot. Hey, sleepyhead. You ready to move on?
Are we going to the farmhouse?
I thought we might go to Whiterun.
Hey, that would be cool. It sounds vaguely familiar. We've been there before, right?
We spent some time there.
What else did we do there?
Whiterun should help jog your memory. Come on.
This I have got to see.
Grab your gear. We can set off and get something to eat and drink.
Okay, let's go.
Watch it!
He grabbed his backpack and led Rigmor back to the horses. Typically, it's around evening time when you get over to Whiterun, or at least afternoon. You'll see when we get over there. Alright. Let's see. right there to fast travel to. That way we can have her back on her horse as we ride into the stables. The Khajiit are a fun race to play. Oh. I believe that should make an adequate time.
I'm sorry.
Alright. Come on, lass. This mod can be a bit interesting sometimes with Rigmor when it comes to her riding her horse. If y'all ever play this, you'll find that one out. Must be the braziers I'm seeing there. At least the smoke. That's weird. That hanging up there in the sky. And poof. Okay. They rode into the stables after riding all afternoon, all morning, and into the afternoon. Alright, Rigmor, let's leave our horses here and go on inside. The Khajiit are in town. Fun, fun. Yeah. We're closing in on the end of the Rigmor mod. Well, I estimate 1 or 2 more streams before we end up concluding it. But don't worry, that's not going to be the end of the story of our Crusader. Let alone Rigmor's tale with him.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We will pay good money for information.
Who are you looking for exactly?
A woman. A foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
I'll keep that in mind.
Eventually.
Well, here we are. Whiterun.
Guardian, I think I remember this place.
Come on. Let's go to the Bannered Mare. We can sit down and talk.
Yeah, I've seen this place before somewhere.
You walked with her towards the Bannered Mare, where they might sit down, have a drink, have a nice meal, and see what else she remembered. There's the chapter house of the hospital, or knights. AKA the order in which... AKA the order in which he's a member of. What am I saying? A member? He's a knight of that order. Pretty nice mod, those Crusaders.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
He went and sat down and placed his backpack alongside the chair.
Sadia, wake up there.
Yes, Mom.
You want a drink?
Give us a minute or two and I'll let you know.
Until next time.
Can I get you something? A drink? Maybe something to eat?
I'm fine. It's nice and warm in here.
Rigmor, has coming here helped you in any way? To remember, I mean.
It's helped a lot. I still feel a little confused, but I think all that before, you know, the anger, it's all gone now.
You have to help me here. Maybe a few yes and no questions, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay. I'll mention a few things that happened, okay? You tell me yes or no.
Okay.
Azura.
Yes.
Diamond Ridge.
Yes.
The Altar.
No.
New Order.
Yes.
Do you remember what happened after Diamond Ridge?
Uh-huh. They took me down the mountain. I remember a stream and a huge city carved into the rocks. He was furious. He had a big argument with some other Thalmor, but these guys were different. More important. They placed me in a cell, and when they came for me, he was not with them. I tried to struggle, but they hit me and forced me to drink something and placed a sack over my head. That's about it, until I...
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
I think we can leave it there. But what? Why won't you hold a blade?
I want my life back. I realize now it was all a lie. How my life has never been mine? Not really. I want to rediscover myself without the point of my blade in someone's guts, without blood in the dirt. I want to discover why I have this dream I keep having, what it is she's trying to tell me. I want to feel the warmth of the sun on my face again, and I want to go home. I don't want to care about that bastard anymore. I don't want to be afraid or have to keep looking over my shoulder. I don't want to live with a killer inside of me, to be a chosen one, or be the son I never was or ever could be. I want to be free, Guardian. And I don't want to play this game anymore!
Welcome back.
By the gods. I feel sick. I remember everything. Dragonborn, why are you even here? Why are you helping me?
Because I care for you, Rigmor.
And I care for you too. More than you will ever know. I think you know that, right?
You told me you loved me once.
And I still do. I do love you. I love you with all my heart. Oh, my silly dragonborn.
Where do we go from here?
That is for you to decide when the time is right. But you must be honest with me and honest to yourself.
I won't let you go again. I want you here by my side.
I can't think of anywhere I would rather be at this moment.
I'm glad we came here. Why don't we just relax and enjoy the music for a little while?
Okay. But if that bard plays that song again...
Which one? Oh, Ragnar the Red.
Whatever.
I'll go talk with the bard. Get the bard.
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who run from old Warwickstead. And the braggart
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place.
battles in gold.
Hello, friend.
Oh, did you need something?
Can I make a request?
Sure. What can I do for you?
Can you take a break for a little bit?
Sure. My voice could use a rest.
Thank you.
Hey, asshole. Sing that song again
Oh.
and it'll be your head rolling across the
If
floor.
you're looking for a
Rigmor.
challenge, you've come to the right place.
Is that so? We'll see about that.
Rigmor.
Get out! This is a fine establishment. Get out before I call the guards.
Hey, lady, get out of my face.
Guards! Guards!
What seems to be the problem?
Get them out of here. You're both bards.
Okay, you two. You heard the lady.
Hey, this place stinks. We don't care.
That's no way for a lady to behave. I am disgusted with your behavior.
Who said I was a lady?
Out you go.
Staying safe, I hope.
He went and hopped that backpack of his back on his back. After having a chance to, after getting flung out of the bannered mare.
Baubles for sale.
Kinsman.
Crafted by the best
Finest cuts,
blacksmith
fresh
in
from the wilds.
Skyrim.
Thanks, Rigmor, for getting us thrown out of the bannered mare.
Hey, don't mention it.
You really are something.
Where shall we go now?
How about we visit the College of Winterhold?
Yeah, okay. I always wanted to go there. See what I can find out about my past.
Yep. Alright, let's go.
Hello, child of Kinnara.
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Bits and baubles for sale.
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
He looked up to enjoy the sunset as they walked down the street towards the gate of Whiterun. Knowing that their next ride up into the north would take a good chunk of time, as it'd be a long ride.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get?
Guard duty. I hope everyone's having a good night tonight. Oh, that's a beautiful sight, Rigmor. Watching the sunset like that.
We didn't want to come to Whiterun anyway.
Oh, come on, Rigmor. I already know I'm gonna have to pull my Thane status and Knight title to get back into the Bannered Mare at some point. Ugh. He shook his head after listening to Rigmor's statement, shall we call it. If anyone has any constructive criticism, constructive remarks, or suggestions of how I can improve my Let's Play and my streams, feel free to comment. I could use the assistance and recommendations. Razzie spotted sight of their horses.
Guardian, wait. Over there.
Rigmor? What is it? He noticed her hop on her horse. So he hopped on his to follow in quick pursuit. This is the first time I've ever seen her go and hop on her horse for this segment. He chased after her up to... She jumped off her horse. He then hopped off his horse and went up to her side. Rigmor, what is it?
It was here. The battlefield in my dreams. I remember the walls of the castle. There was a storm. This is the place where the little girl brought me.
Did you manage to complete the dream?
No. Something's missing. It always ends here. Has there been a battle here before?
It's not a dream. Savior, preserve us. I think it's a premonition.
I'm sorry, what?
This is where they will come. To Whiterun.
Look, there's a camp over there. Why don't we camp here and stay the night? It might help me know what she's trying to tell me.
Good idea. We can continue in the morning. Even visit Cassius if you'd like.
Yes, I would like that. You can continue with your interrogation if you'd like. Come on.
Oh, make me sound like an interrogator now? Oh, thanks. He followed her into the campsite. Thinking to himself, you know, this is rather convenient, all these campsites we run into. He then went and once again sat his backpack down alongside the chair he'd sit down in. He looked at Rigmor, straight into her eyes, seeing the raw beauty in them. Hey, okay to talk?
Sure.
We're not too far from the city. We should be safe.
You know, I love it out in the open. Since I arrived in Skyrim, I've gotten quite used to it.
So you'd rather sleep out here than a cozy bed?
Every time.
Just as well as we just got thrown out of one. It's dangerous out here in the open. You need to protect yourself.
I know you're not happy with how I've changed, but it's what I want. Anyway, I got you, right? My guardian angel.
What if something happened to me? Like before. We got lucky last time.
What will be, will be. If I was to die tomorrow, I would at least die happy. I mean, look at all these beautiful stars. What do you think they're made of? Do you think people live on the moons?
I could totally go a 90s answer here, but I go. I thought the moons were made from cheese.
Come on, you don't believe that, do you?
It's true.
You're kidding, right?
Rigmor, we need to talk about us.
About how we feel about each other?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. Where do we start?
You know how I feel about you. And I know it's probably a one-way thing if you don't feel the same way. We have been together for so long that it seems like forever. You came for me. You were there for me. You saved my life again and again. You awakened me inside. I feel like a woman for the first time in my life. But it's okay. I'm a big girl now. I can handle it if it's not what you want. What's important is that you are honest about how you feel. At least then, we can move on.
Rigmor, I do feel the same way.
So we can be together? Don't just say it if you don't mean it.
I do mean it, Rigmor.
Since when?
I've had feelings for you for quite some time, Rigmor.
I knew I had feelings for you after you made me cry. Until then, I didn't know whether I loved you or hated you. You said I was just a stupid kid. After that, I didn't know what I was anymore. On the journey back to Angie's, all I could think about was what I had done wrong and how stupid I was, and how right you were.
I didn't mean that. Not really.
After the Azura thing, I felt I couldn't carry on. The burden was crushing me. The only thing that kept me going was to find my mom and have you by my side. That I could finally go home and you might love me.
And I love you with all my heart, Rigmor.
Dragonborn, will you lie with me tonight?
Only if you're sure that's what you want.
I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
Hey, remember when you tried to kiss me at the Overlook? Well, why don't you try it now?
He looked into her eyes. Kiss me.
Okay.
Wait here, just for a moment.
Yeah, that little animation with kissing, that's not, you don't get that in the vanilla Skyrim at all. He sat down beside her on the bed as he looked at her. Rigmor?
I'm wretched. I'm ugly. How can anyone love me?
I love you, Rigmor.
My body is scarred. I'll understand if you don't want to.
Everything that makes you who you are is why I love you so much.
Dragonborn, are you sure?
With all my heart, body, and soul.
Oh, my Dragonborn.
And y'all know what goes on there. After a few hours of rest, he goes and sits up and watches over her for a few hours more, until the morning. Let's see, 5:30 would be about there, I believe. He then got up and put his sword back on, going out and looking to make sure that they were still alone and no one had tried sneaking up on him through the night. He then went back inside to wake her up to get them ready for their ride to the northeast. Hey, Rigmor. It's morning. Are you good to go?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. I'll wait by the campfire for you. He then sat down by the fire, looking through his backpack, making sure he had all the stuff they'd need for their ride. How are you feeling? He asked her as he heard her come up to the fire to warm up.
Different?
Rigmor. About last night.
You regretting it?
No, but...
But what? It was okay, wasn't it?
Of course, it was more than okay.
Well, what is it?
Just making sure it's alright, that's all.
It's cool.
Yeah, awkwardness between a couple who did that for the first time, especially being there first time for just themselves overall, not just each other. Did you have that dream again last night?
Yes. It was more vivid this time. She was waiting for me on this battlefield. It was pouring with rain. The fighting was over and the dead lay everywhere. She was laughing and skipping through the butchered and cleaved, scaring off the crows. When she saw me, she came right over to me and picked up a sword from the ground. It was so heavy, but she smiled at me and, struggling, lifted it as high as she could above her head. And she shouted at the top of her voice, "Freedom!"
Anything else?
She drew a line in the dirt with the sword and then held it out for me to take. But as I tried to take it, she held out her other hand for something in return. But I didn't have what she wanted, so she stopped smiling. Then it went dark. I heard her sobbing again, but I couldn't find her.
What could she want?
I don't know. Maybe I never will.
Rigmor, are you sure you're okay?
Dragonborn, I'm okay, okay? Come on, let's go see Cassius.
Yep. Let's go see that old goat. At least that's how Ingle would always call him. You remember he had to go grab the backpack and put it back on. He almost walked off without it. Follow me, Rigmor. You know, as much as I would love to have you ride with me, I think Ren back there would get lonely. He then led the way as they rode through the tundra plains of Whiterun Hold, heading up to the Pale border, where Cassius's camp was set up. Sir Martin wondered what kind of food and refreshment Cassius would have waiting for them when they arrived. The Savior only knew. What Cassius would have there. Ah. Here's the road, Rigmor. We can take that the rest of the way. What the? Who's shooting arrows? He looked around trying to spot where an arrow could have come from. Once he saw that there was no one, he continued onward. It's been a long time since I've gotten to see the wonders of a mountain view. They are a beautiful sight. Yeah, if you're wondering, the wolves don't attack after you rescued Sorella from those vampires back in Bloodlet Throne. But once the mod story is done, that changes back. Same with the bears. They rode up onto the encampment the Imperials had set up. He'd spotted the tent that belonged to Cassius up on the top of the hill. Over here, Rigmor. We'll stop our horses here. Off we go. Yeah. There's the Imperial goat.
Hey, Cassius.
Well met, Rigmor. So good to see you looking better.
We're going to the College of Winterhold. I'm hoping to learn about my family.
Is there something wrong?
If you notice, you end up seeing Cassius in two different Imperial outfits. The Imperial General Tullius outfit and the Penitentius Oculatus outfit. Bouncing back and forth between encounters here.
Hey.
Rigmor hasn't been feeling too well. After everything she's been through, can't say I blame her.
I see. Notice no longer wear armor or a weapon. I hope this isn't permanent. You'll be needing it shortly.
Hey, I want to go back there, okay? As far as I know, my part in this is done.
Rigmor, there is the threat of an imminent invasion. Have you forgotten that?
I'll just let you all take care of that. Our armies fight armies, right? Not young girls.
What if this young girl was to lead an army? Hey.
Okay, what's all this about, Cassius? About an army for her to lead?
I don't know how or why, but for the last few days, scores of old Nord warriors have been arriving at Ingol's camp from all over Tamriel. They want to see you, Rigmor.
Why are you telling me this?
They are your father's old brigade, the Sons of Talos. They have come to pledge their swords and lives to follow you. Like it or not, they have sworn loyalty to you and you alone.
They don't even know me. I won't do it. I can't do it.
You need to get a grip on yourself, young lady. These men, we will need them in the coming battle. The fate of Skyrim, no, Tamriel even, could depend on you. You need to sort this out, Dragonborn. Whatever it takes. She needs to address these men.
Hey, I'm right here, okay? I'm not invisible. And no! I won't do it. I can't do it. You can't make me. Whoa. An old Modded Bruma.
Hey.
Cassius, enough. Can't you see she's not well?
I'm sorry, my child. Please forgive me. Hey, everything is going to be okay. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. How about we pretend? All you need to do is go to Ingol's camp and say a few words. Rally them. You can borrow some steel plate I have here, and a sword, only to help out. That's all. Could you do that?
I'll try, okay?
Hey, we'll cross that bridge together when we come to it, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey.
Do you have any idea how long it's taken me to break through to her?
I didn't realize she was in such a bad way, Dragonborn. Please forgive me. I can only hope she recovers in time. We will need her.
Well, we might have to do it without her. Sons or no sons. We better get used to that idea. Savior, preserve us.
Of course. It breaks my heart to see her like that, truly. But she must address the Sons of Talos.
I'll prepare her the best I can. Then I'm going to take her home.
Until next time.
I swear by the Savior, the next one to upset you like that,
Forget it. Let's just go, can we?
Alright. Come on, Rigmor. Alright. Let's go, Rigmor. As this was a new place that he had not taken her yet, he needed to go and lead her. Knowing this would be a long ride. He fastened the backpack back onto his back again and began to lead her to the north. In case anyone's curious why I go and say Savior instead of gods, it's because this guy believes there's only, when in mildly, he believes in the Christian Holy Trinity. The Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Whoa, what the? Bandits! You're gonna regret this. Rest in peace, thug. Alright, Rigmor. Let's continue on our way north. We've still got a long way to go. And I think you're going to want to grab a little Ren back there. Here we go again. Where's your horse? And we got another connection problem right at the tail end. At least this connection's been in pretty good shape most of the time. think this will be our best passageway to Whiterun, Rigmor. Oh, sorry, to Winterhold. Yeah. This will be our best. Yep. At least with a somewhat trail, that is. Yep. Climbing through the cold mountainous pass of the north. Wayward Pass discovered. Look at that. The Sea of Ghosts in the north. What a beautiful view. And there's the Dwarven Ruin that we end up going into during the main story. So we've got bandits and ice wraiths. Stay back, Rigmor. And just like that, taken care of. How much in the way of gold off these guys is there? And again, only concerned with the money part because that one quest in on the island of Solstein, otherwise known as that one ruins, where you're digging it up piece by piece over time. And it takes money each time. Come on, Rigmor. Yep. There's that statue of Azura. Yep. The one that was copied and pasted to make the one from Diamond Ridge before it was modified. And that's the pass we need to take to get into Winterhold. Imperial Patrol from the looks of it. Alright. This way, Rigmor. Troll's dead ahead. I got him. Let's go. Tough little buggers, aren't ya? And down you go. All clear, Rigmor. We can continue on. Man, it's cold up here. As they continued to ride through the frozen tundra of the north, he constantly felt the cold wind of the Sea of Ghosts blowing in upon them. Yeah, as long as that troll doesn't notice. Should be a quick ride in. Nice little shortcut. Here. There it is, the College of Winterhold. Finally made it. As they rode into town, they could see and notice the devastation that happened in the Red Year. How it could stay standing. This much was still standing after 200 years. He is impressed. Alright. We'll leave our horses here, Rigmor. We'll go on into the college here. Welcoming committee, I suspect.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
Why are you out here?
I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here?
Archmage Malisum invited us here.
I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
I think I can find my way. Malisum did give us instructions. Truthfully, he didn't, but just to speed things up a little. The College of Winterhold. Fun quest line for you mages and casters out there.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the...
What do we got going on here?
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here.
Thalmor given fair welcome here. He scoffed at it. It's this door here. Let's see. Go up into the Archmage's main quarters. Oh, sorry. Into the Arcanum. Ugh. And up again into the Archmage's quarters. So I was right the first time. And then there's a special door on the left side that leads into private chambers. Wow, this is definitely a different decor from the rest of the college, Rigmor. He said final door down the hallway was his.
Rigmor's guardian. And the famous, or perhaps I should say infamous, Rigmor of Bruma. I am honored to make your acquaintance at long last.
Hi. I'm hoping to find out anything about my ancestry.
Ah, yes. Rigmor, why don't you go with Keris? She will take good care of you and explain a little about all that. And possibly might have some heirlooms left in good keeping at the college for your perusal.
Dragonborn?
It's okay. You go ahead. I have some business to discuss. I'll be right over.
Okay.
Come this way, Rigmor. There's so much to talk about.
This place is so cool. I love it already.
Cool? Are you cold?
It means great. I made it up.
Oh, I've never heard of that. How interesting.
Okay, Malison. You said before there's something important I should know about Rigmor.
It's a rather long story. Would you like the complete version, or just the bare facts?
I wish to know everything.
A long time ago, some 200 years to be precise, there was a mercenary by trade known as Rigmor of Cyrodiil. She had a pretty uneventful early life, taking petty contracts until she joined an army of outlaws. The very same outlaw army, led by the Colovian warlord Titus Mede, who marched into the imperial city in the 17th year of the Fourth Era, wresting power from fools of the gibbering. It was a sad tragedy then that, after giving birth to a baby girl 3 years later, she became gravely ill and died shortly after at the age of 38. Physicians attribute her death to the unwanted accidental pregnancy at a late age.
And the child?
Titus Mede was besides himself with grief and arrangements, but made for the child to be adopted by the College of Winterhold by royal decree. The infant was duly adopted, and her belongings kept in storage therein. The child was named Morgan. At her coming of age, Morgan of Winterhold was summoned to the imperial city to become imperial court mage to the Mede dynasty, where she later was to become a very powerful influence. Before she left to take up her newly appointed duties, it is rumored she had taken her late mother's Daedric armor and crafted an amulet of Talos from it. She also took a Daedric ceremonial blade her mother had kept as a souvenir to strengthen her mother's bastard sword, with its blade increasing its properties.
She must have been a very powerful woman.
The Emperor would always seek her guidance in affairs of the Empire. Overshadowing the heir to the dynasty, Athrobus Mede, who was fiercely jealous of this foreign witch, so much so, at the event of the Emperor's death, Athrobus Mede struck. Morgan and her husband, a palace guard captain, were accused of a plot to usurp power. Her husband was slain, and Morgan escaped, fleeing Cyrodiil with their only child. Her disappearance only served to confirm the rumors Morgan was the bastard child of Titus Mede I and Rigmor of Cyrodiil. She and her child Morgana were never heard of again.
Then
one fine day, Morgan's heirlooms miraculously surfaced. The Falmor had found them buried in a chest belonging to one Rigmor of Bruma, The identity of Rigmor, his only heir, and her history became known to the college. Unfortunately, we were too late to intervene. The college, you see, is duty-bound to protect and serve the descendants of Morgan of Winterhold.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
Before she leaves here, it is my duty to tell her of her ancestry. The Emperor Titus Mede II is to restore her name and accept her family as part of the Mede dynasty. He is also offering her the position of the recently vacant Countess of Bruma, if she desires it. All she has to do is accept it, and it shall be hers. So now, Guardian, here we are.
She's too fragile right now. This would not be the best time to tell her.
I am afraid this doesn't concern you anymore, Guardian. Tell her I must.
I'm duty-bound to protect her. I'll tell her when I think the time is right.
I shall ignore the threatening undertones, Guardian. You see, killing me would serve no purpose. She will eventually come to know. Unless, of course, you intend to lock her away in some dark dungeon, or gallivant around the wilds of Tamriel like a common bandit. Also, I like you. I have a lot of respect for you and your achievements, and you have protected her well. In fact, I cannot think of anywhere else I would rather Rigmor be at this troubling time. With an imminent invasion looming, and all that, it would be prudent to await the outcome of such an event. We would, after all, need to make sure the Emperor is still in residence at the Imperial City.
Agreed. No point in telling her just yet.
So I will relent and leave the decision to you when to tell her. But I must have your word. Give me your word of honor, Guardian, that as soon as she is fit and well, you will deliver to Rigmor her legacy.
I don't really have much of a choice now, do I?
I am afraid not.
Fine. You have my word of honor.
I think our business here is done. Anyway, Guardian, it's obvious now is not the time. Take care of her.
Dragonborn, you have so got to see this. Come on, this way.
I think we had better see what all that commotion is about.
Agreed. He followed after her, wondering what got her so excited. Being truly curious this time. Well, well, well. What do we have here? What is all this?
This armor was left by Morgan of Winterhold. She was an ancestor of mine. Carrie says it belongs to me. Isn't it wonderful?
It looks fantastic. Ugh. It looks fantastic. Why don't you try putting it on?
Do you think I should?
Please do, my child. We await with anticipation.
Go ahead. You can take it off again. Don't worry.
How does it look?
Remarkable. It's a fine example of antique armor forged by the famous Khajiit armorer Zizije. This particular piece was worn by your great-great-grandmother, Morgan of Winterhold, when she accompanied the Emperor Titus Mede I on campaign.
What the hell are these?
Oh, those, yes. Those, dear girl, are breasts.
Why would anyone put breasts on a cuirass?
Ah, well, you see, men wear the cuirass, and women wear what's called the, breastplate. Yes. It's used as a combat tactic. When the enemy approaches and raises his weapon, you would dazzle him with your breastplate, giving you the advantage, and then you strike.
Yeah, right. Dragonborn?
He's making fun of you, Rigmor. It's a custom cuirass made for a war maiden.
What? Oh, har har. Very funny. I guess I could get used to it, though. I love it.
Ah.
Nice try back there.
She really does have a wonderful innocence, and it's quite lovable, isn't she?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Anyway, Guardian, I think our business here is done. Don't forget to tell the girl when you think she is ready. It's obvious now is not the time. Take care of her. Who knows, one day our paths might cross again.
Are you ready to head out to Ingal's camp?
Yeah, let's get this over with. Can you carry the armor for me?
Sure, no problem. Looks light anyway.
Dragonborn, there's a sword, too.
I'll look after it for you. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Alright. Let's go, Rigmor. I still remember the first time I played this mod. After leaving the college, I ended up getting attacked by a big old dragon. Like, fun. I wonder if we'll have that same incident here. Then again, I was further along in the vanilla storyline by the time I went and got to this point in that playthrough. So, we'll find out. Back out into the cold we go.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
And there's that conversation
Used to
again.
the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor receive no such treatment.
I sure hope so. The Thalmor cannot be trusted. Yeah, it's about as snowy as it felt during the snowstorm we had in my town a few weeks ago. And of course, Ren is right there, so.
What do you think?
See if I can find a way to try and get Rigmor to a better position. She really played a fun one with Ren there. There we go. So, did you learn anything about your ancestors?
Well, Morgan was my great-great-great-grandmother, and her mother was also called Rigmor. But she died when the college adopted Morgan, and when she came of age became court mage to the Mead dynasty. How cool is that, Dragonborn?
Very cool, Rigmor. Very cool.
So, the heirlooms I had, when I first met you, Morgan made those from her mother's armor and weapons. But after the Emperor died, she came back to the college and disappeared. She took the heirlooms with her, but left behind what we have now.
Come on. Let's go get this over with.
What am I going to say to them?
You'll think of something. I'll be right beside you, okay?
Okay. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's go do this.
So you can cast a few spells? Am I supposed to be impressed?
Alright. Go get on Ren, Rigmor. We need to get ready to make a long ride. Coding is having such fun with that sequence there. After they were all set and ready, they began to make their ride to the south, to Ingol's camp, to talk to the Sons of Talos, and rally all the men for the war that was soon to dawn. Only time would tell if Rigmor would be ready to take up the sword again, or if she would stay completely out of the fight. And that's going to conclude tonight's stream. It's great to be back on again. I'm glad that the connection, even though it's still a little new for the Xbox to laptop uplink, yeah, it still did pretty good. I'm glad it performed as well as it did. Like I said, I'm planning on doing some additional streams during the week. And tomorrow night's going to be part 4 of episode 2 getting uploaded onto YouTube tomorrow night. Yeah. And starting the 16th, once again, we're doing that 30 hours of gaming challenge for the fundraiser to help prevent soldier suicides. Yep. So if you enjoy, and don't forget, if you enjoyed watching tonight, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, hit the notification bell, and if you would like to help support the channel, consider becoming a patron on our Patreon. Yep. And also, this stream was sponsored by W Energy, that great powdered energy drink that can give you that drive you need to get your ace gaming. Use the special code REDThunderFang to get 10% off. And I will see you all next time.